ACE List Building Method, Session Number 1, Overview. Welcome to the ACE List Building Private Study course. I want to first congratulate you for making a smart decision to invest in this course so you can further enhance and grow your online business, and especially excel in the list building area. In short, he who has the list makes the money. And now, with ACE List Building, you can learn how to double or even triple your current mailing list count or build it from scratch. Then after that, you can learn to get twice as many repeat customers. This isn't a course compiled overnight and definitely not created based on theories. It's called permission marketing, meaning that these people have agreed to join the mailing list. Now you're going to learn how to build your own list from scratch. Before you continue, you need to do one thing. First, open the PDF transcript file and print out this entire course. After that, to maximize your learning, the best way is to listen to the MP3 audio for each session while reading the master transcript simultaneously. This maximizes the way you absorb the information better. It's even better if you start taking your own notes and jot down your own ideas along the way. How ACE List Building is different. Setup work is one time. Only constant source needed is traffic. Focuses on brand building and repeat sales on automation. Now you're going to learn how ACE List Building method is different from many of the other list building courses you may have seen or invested in before, and why this is going to be the all-you-need solution when it comes to creating a proven automated list building system. The type where you can funnel your subscribers into a channel of automated follow-up emails and sell any product you want for a long time to come. If you have been in business for at least 1 month, you will know that the actual money is not necessarily in the list itself. It's actually in the relationship you build with the subscribers to your mailing list. Even so, there's still more to building a mailing list than just building a relationship or chasing the numbers. The idea is to set up a mailing list funnel with sequential follow-up emails to one or a few highly targeted, proven to convert products or affiliate programs, and then the only constant source needed is just traffic. This is what makes ACE List Building method special from many other list building courses, because setup work is only one-off and the only constant source you need is just traffic. That's all you need to do, and even that can be automated if you want to. The beauty of this system is that you can build your own brand and generate repeat sales on pure automation. In other words, when you refer a visitor to your website and he joins your mailing list, you can automatically build a brand for yourself and get repeat sales from the same customers over and over again without lifting a finger. The ACE List Building method in a nutshell is shown in the diagram you're seeing now. Again, I hope you've printed out the transcript by now and you should be seeing this diagram. Don't be intimidated if it looks complicated and you don't understand. We will be covering each of these components one by one in each of the coming sessions. All you have to remember for now is that this system consists of 5 core components: the video squeeze page, a step 1 page called Tell a Friend, a step 2 one-time offer page, a step 3 confirmation or downsell page, and the 14 follow-up emails. All of these components will form the ACE List Building method, and the beauty of it is that you can actually complete this practically overnight or at the most in a few days if you're doing this for the first time. You might make some mistakes and bump into some errors, but that's all part of learning. In due time, you will be an expert, and this process can take as little as a day or 2 max. You want to use the video squeeze page to get all of your visitors coming to this single web page. The web page has but only one mission: to convert your visitors into subscribers. That's it. No links to other websites except the essential pages like earnings disclaimer, privacy policy, and maybe your contact or support help desk link. Other than that, no links to other websites on the squeeze page, period. Instead of a typical squeeze page where you just have a bunch of text and maybe some images, we're going to put in fewer text, and a video is highly encouraged. This is the in thing now. Today, videos are more popularly used compared to some few years ago, and most of the high-converting squeeze pages are those with videos embedded in it. In general, people prefer to watch than read, and this is why sites like YouTube and Google Videos are getting more visitors. Just like how TV killed the radio star, and people actually thought magazines would phase out in the 60s. Well, people still read, and anyways, back to the point. The sole objective of the squeeze page is to just collect names and email addresses, no other reasons. Once you've collected the name and email leads from the visitor, he will enter a compressed cycle, and he will be going through steps 1, 2, and 3 right away. Right after he signs up to your mailing list, he's going to see the Step 1 page right away, where he will be given a chance to tell 3 of his friends about your website, and there will be an incentive in it for him to do so. He may choose to tell 3 friends at this point, or pass it up. Regardless of his choice, he hits either buttons and goes to the Step 2 page, which is a one-time offer page. This is your first chance to make your buck from the new visitor. The one-time offer must strictly appeal as special, offered only once through that page, and cannot be available anywhere else. He may choose to buy the one-time offer, or OTO, at this point, or passes it up. If he buys, good, you make a sale. If he doesn't, don't worry. He clicks away to Step 3 page. He will arrive at this page regardless of his choice with the one-time offer. He will still be prompted to go on to Step 3, where you let him know about his current subscription status. If you're using an autoresponder with single opt-in status, you will let him know that he has successfully subscribed to your mailing list and will receive emails from you. If you're using an autoresponder with double opt-in status, which most autoresponder users are using, you will tell him that his subscription is still waiting to be verified, and he should check his inbox for a verification email to verify his subscription. Optionally, you can put in a downsell in this page, also known as the one-time offer light, so that gives you an extra profit center. So as soon as the visitor confirms his subscription to your mailing list and officially becomes your subscriber, he will receive 14 sequential follow-up emails from you on a set interval basis. This is the true key to automation, and you don't have to necessarily limit yourself to 14 follow-up emails. However, for starters, this is a good number, and don't store any less than this amount. This is the secret to achieving higher sales closing for products you sell permanently, prolong the lifespan of your flagship products, and make money from a few key, profitable affiliate programs. The ACE List Building Method. Video Squeeze Page. Step 1. Tell a friend. Step 2. One-time offer. Step 3. Confirmation or downsell. 14 automated follow-up emails. So all in all, there are 4 cornerstones, the first one being tell a friend, which can help you multiply your mailing list count, and the other 3 are what I call profit centers, where you can start to monetize from your subscribers. I'll be covering each of these components in detail in the next session, starting with the Video Squeeze Page. ACE List Building, Session Number 2, Squeeze Page Black Belt Writing. Let's start at the head of the ACE List Building method, the Video Squeeze Page. So this session is solely dedicated to teaching you the black belt techniques of writing your own squeeze page. As long as you have at least basic command of English, you have enough to write your own high-converting squeeze page. You don't necessarily have to be a trained copywriter with years of experience to do this, although having flair with words is a big bonus. What is a squeeze page? A single, one-page website. Its only purpose is to collect the name and email addresses of your visitors into your autoresponder. Basics first. If you don't know what a squeeze page is yet at this point, in short, it's a single one-page website with no links to other kinds of web pages except for the important ones like privacy policy, earnings disclaimer, and perhaps your contact or support help desk link. Other than those, there are no other links. It only has one sole purpose, and that is to collect the names and email addresses of your visitors so you can funnel them into your autoresponder account, and thus they become your subscriber. That being said, a squeeze page is very simple. Simple in design, does not have complicated graphics. If you're technically challenged, then this is comforting to know. A squeeze page operates primarily on simplicity and presses for fast action on your visitor's part. You don't need fancy graphics for your squeeze page website, and you only need to explain what it is all about in very few words. The only goal is to persuade your visitor to join your mailing list and give him a few good reasons why. That's it. Squeeze page components. Headline, video, benefits in minimum 5 bullet points. Opt-in form. There are 4 basic components to a squeeze page. The headline. The video, which is going to play a very big part in converting your visitors into subscribers. The benefits written in a minimum of 5 bullet points. And last but not least, the opt-in form where you collect the names and email addresses of your visitors. Squeeze page format. Here's a diagram of the squeeze page format. You can see that the headline is at the top of the video, which takes up prominent space in the page, is aligned to the left, followed by the bullet points 1 through 5. Lastly, the opt-in form is situated on the right-hand side of the page. It is a very easy and simple design, and this has been proven to convert well for most internet marketers. In fact, at the time of producing this course, this is a relatively new discovery. Headline: font type, Tahoma, Impact, Verdana. Font colors: dark red, black, yellow highlight. Show a character. Imply a benefit and desired results. Reveal that it's free. Now let's go through each of these components one by one, starting with the headline. Remember, the headline is the most important part of the squeeze page, as it is for a sales letter that sells anything, and the headline must summarize your offer. So what is your offer all about? Why should the visitor give his name and email address to you? Summarize your offer into your headline. To make it attention-grabbing, deliver impact and curiosity-driven. You should use Tahoma, Impact, or Verdana font types for your headline. Stick to either one of these 3 fonts. These 3 fonts are the most ideal fonts for headlines. The font colors should be preferably dark red, CC0000 for most parts, but you can use a black color for some words, or use yellow highlights to let benefit words stand out. When you write a headline, it's always best to show a character, imply a benefit, and show desired results. Most importantly, you want to reveal that it's free, and the only catch that your visitor has is to join your mailing list. Video. On screen, use Camtasia Studio. In person, use webcam or camera. Video should be summary of your offer in 5 to 10 minutes. Upload on YouTube.com or host on site. Next on the to-do list is creating your own video. This is what separates new generation squeeze pages from the old generation ones, which contain purely text and images. New generation squeeze pages refers to videos as video marketing is becoming more popular and it is growing more powerful as a social media tool. Thus, it's always best to embed a video into your squeeze page. Adding your own video is optional. You can rely on text and images only, but it's highly recommended to create your own video. Creating your own video does not have to be difficult. There are 2 types of videos you can make. One is the on-screen type of video, where you can shoot a live video of what's happening on your computer desktop. I use Camtasia Studio for this. Or you can do an in-person video, where you actually appear in front of a webcam or camera and shoot yourself talking before saving it in your computer. Both of these methods work very well. The video should be a summary of your offer in 5 to 10 minutes and no more than 10 minutes, because if you want to upload them to sites like YouTube.com, they don't accept videos that are longer than 10 minutes. If it's longer than that, your video submission will be rejected. You can also choose to host the video itself on your own website if it's longer than 10 minutes, but be warned that the bigger the file size of your video, the more bandwidth it will take up. So ensure that your hosting account has generous bandwidth. Otherwise, if it maxes out, your site won't be available, and you might have to pay a bit extra for more bandwidth on top of your hosting fees. Opt-in form. Embody the opt-in form in a Johnson box. Red dotted, border line, and yellow inside the box. Extract name and email addresses. Recommended autoresponder. GetAResponse.com. Last but not least, the last component, the opt-in form. This is called the call to action. Always embody the opt-in form in a Johnson box. A Johnson box is a yellow box with red dotted border line. The opt-in form is the only means for your visitor to fill in his or her information, and when he or she presses the submit button, the visitor will be redirected to the next web page and signs up for your autoresponder, which in effect successfully joins your mailing list. GetResponse. www.getresponse.com and Aweber, www.aweber.com, are some of the few popular autoresponders you can use. You can also choose to use your own hosted in-house autoresponder, but either way works. GetResponse has high delivery rates and is in the business to provide strictly autoresponder service for its users. To put everything together you have just learned, refer to the following example of a headline and a subheadline on a squeeze page. An open letter to anyone serious about losing weight. Groundbreaking case studies reveal how a 35-year-old obese guy lost 30 pounds in 90 days without stepping into the gym. And the subheadline. You are about to learn the secrets of losing weight with effective home workouts that most people will never know about. and this summarizes the offer in the headline and subheadline. In this example, it entices the visitors that they will be able to lose weight by using simple methods from home. It also promises that they are going to learn secrets that most people will never know about, and that summarizes the offer. After that, place a "Watch my personal video message to you" space, and that is where you summarize the offer in less than 10 minutes through the video. In the video, I talk a little bit about your case studies and the results. Most importantly, and this is what you should do, you want to sell the results. Sell the dream, not the mailing list subscription. People have problems and they aspire for solutions or dreams. So you want to sell the solution or the dream to them. Although you're not asking for any money, at least at this point yet, you want to first earn their trust, and when they sign up to your mailing list, this allows you to put one foot in their door. Right after that, come up with 6 bullet points, each describing the benefits of joining your mailing list. The bullet points pique interest and talk a little bit what they will get if they join today. Next, place a call to action in your opt-in form on the right-hand side of the website. Referring to the earlier example, it could be something like 5 tips to lose 10 pounds in 14 days. Now yours free. Enter your email address and name below and hit the submit button. It is ideal to write a rectangular-shaped squeeze page, rather one that is long, scrolling further down the page. Long squeeze pages do not convert as well as shorter squeeze pages, which are much more compressed and summarized. ACE List Building, Session Number 3. 3 Steps to Instant List Profit and Multiplication. Welcome to the 3rd session of ACE List Building Method, and this entire session is dedicated to the 3 steps to instant list profit and multiplication. You probably have heard the popular marketing advice that as soon as you get a new subscriber to your mailing list, you must cultivate the relationship right away. This can take days, weeks, or in some cases, months. Unless you're very patient, this is going to be a long wait until you get your first ounce of profit, much less the trust you can build with your new subscribers. This is not going to be the case with ACE List Building System because through this compressed cycle, you can get your subscriber to do anything you want him to do, all in 3 instances. And you can get him to do it as soon as he joins your mailing list, or to be more precise, right after he enters his name and email address into your opt-in form. There are basically 2 main things you want the new subscriber to do. Firstly, you want him to tell his other friends and refer them to your website, and secondly, you want him to buy your product via the one-time offer, or OTO in short. There's absolutely nothing wrong with making money from a person, provided that it is using ethical, legal, and proper means. As a matter of fact, a lot of marketers are shy to put an OTO or afraid to sell too early, thinking that their subscribers will get turned off and unsubscribe just as quickly. This does happen, no doubt. And it's good too, in my opinion, because you instantly weed out the less interested prospects. Let them unsubscribe. Get rid of the dead wood. With the properly placed one-time offer, you can get your first shot at converting some new subscribers into customers right away. And we're going to execute it tactfully and smartly using these 3 steps. The funnel. Step 1, tell a friend. Step 2, one-time offer. Step 3, confirmation or downsell. There are 3 steps that happen in a sequence as soon as a visitor enters his name and email address into your opt-in form and clicks the submit button. He will be redirected to the next page, to the first step called Tell a Friend, where he will make his first yes or no choice as to whether he wants to tell his friends about your website or pass it up. Then he will be taken to step 2, where he will be presented with the one-time offer, which will act as your first chance to make money from, by giving him a choice of buying something from you for the first time. Step 3 is the subscription confirmation page, or optionally, the downsell page, where if the person passes up your one-time offer, you can present a downsell, which is a one-time offer light version. Step 1, tell a friend. Build your list exponentially with every new subscriber's help. Ask each new subscriber to refer at least 3 friends to your squeeze page. Offer a free gift as a bribe. I use viralfriendgenerator.com. You can also use freetellafriend.com. There are 3 steps that happen in sequence as soon as the visitor enters his name and email address into your opt-in form. Now here's the step that happens as soon as the subscriber clicks the submit button, right after he enters his name and email address. He will be taken to the next page, the step 1 of 3 page, which is to tell his friends about your website. Word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising, and if you just think about how you can actually multiply your mailing list count by getting your new subscribers to immediately talk to you, using a tell a friend script is one of the best ways to build your list exponentially and right away with every new subscriber's help. Think about how much traffic you will be getting if you ask each new subscriber to refer at least 3 friends to your squeeze page. Let's work out a conservative math. Assuming you have 100 new subscribers who have just newly signed up and each of them have to see the step 1 of 3 page, they each have been offered a choice to tell 3 other friends to visit your website in exchange for a free valuable gift as a bribe for a small favor. Hypothetically, let's say 50 of them have taken advantage of your offer and told 3 friends about your site by filling out the tell a friend script. This equals 50 times 3, or 150 new people getting notification from their friends to visit your website, the Squeeze Page site. This is a direct result of your initial subscribers telling their friends. Now, not everyone necessarily clicks on the link that your subscribers recommend, so this is where a compelling offer comes into play. If you get, say, 50 of the 150 new people to click through the link, go to your website, some of them will also become your subscribers. If your squeeze page converts 30%, this means 15 people would have joined your mailing list, going through the same process of filling in their details to join your list. And the cycle starts again, and they see step 1 of 3 and the rest of the funnel. They will go on to tell their friends, and so the cycle repeats. Note that you didn't take any part or role in the process, leaving the list building part automated and in the hands of a more trustworthy voice, your subscribers. Do you see how viral this can get? You have new people telling other people to come in and new people telling others as well. This tool works well. www.viralfriendgenerator.com. Offer a free gift as a bribe to get your new subscribers to refer at least 3 other friends. In fact, you could count on some of them to refer more than 3 friends, but 3 is the minimal requirement in order for them to get your free gift. So you will build your list much more exponentially. Viral Friend Generator is a paid software, and it's worth investing in. If you don't fancy paying for it yet, you can also use www.freetellafriend.com. Now this is really powerful viral stuff. So if the new subscriber wants to get your free gift at no extra cost, all he has to do is just add in his own email address as the sender, fill in the email addresses of his 3 friends, and then the template with prefixes will automatically be emailed to them. There will be a form for him to put in his name, email address, and the details of his 3 friends. There are up to 5 fields for him to use in case he wants to refer more than 3 friends, which is a good thing and is the best case scenario. But he will either refer his friends or he doesn't at this point. Let's just say he refers his friends and clicks on "Click here to tell my friends." He will be redirected to a page which will state something along the lines of, "Congratulations, thanks for telling your friends, and here are the free gifts." If he chooses not to refer any friends, he will click on another link, "Thanks, but I'll pass. I don't want to tell my friends at this time." Whichever the choice, it doesn't matter. Some will choose to tell their friends and others will not. Regardless, this will bring them to the second page called Step 2 of 3. Step 2, One-Time Offer. Mention that it's only available once. Must be special and not found elsewhere. Price, $17 to $97. Relevant to what the new subscriber needs now, not later. Step 2 of 3, the one-time offer. So whether your new subscriber tells his friends or not, they will still see this one-time offer in Step 2. I'm sure you've heard of one-time offers and seen at least one yourself. If you have not, a one-time offer is exactly what the name implies. You have to mention that this is available only once and only on this page. It must be special to qualify as a genuine OTO and cannot be found anywhere else. The price range of a one-time offer should and can be anywhere from $17 to $97, though it's up to your pricing preferences. However, it is recommended to stick to those figures when it comes to converting free visitors to customers for the first time. It should be relevant to what a new subscriber needs at that moment. If he chooses to pass it up, he will want to think twice because he will not see the offer again made available anywhere else. So the key word is urgency. Is it something the prospect needs now and right now? And if he passes it up, will he lose more than if he had taken advantage of the OTO? This is what will make the one-time offer convert very well on anywhere between 2 to 4% or higher for a bunch of leads that have not been warmed up just yet, aka cold prospects. To understand the key concepts on how a one-time offer really works to convert for you, it must be something that is relevant to what your subscriber needs, and it has to be something he needs right now and cannot afford to pass it up for later. So you will have to press on the urgency factor. When he scrolls down the sales letter being presented with your offer, he is given a choice to purchase using the order form. The rest who choose not to purchase will click on the link at the extreme bottom of the page which says, "No thanks, I want to get my free gifts and bonus report." So again, like step 1 of 3, some people will take up the offer, the rest will not. It is impossible to achieve a 100% conversion rate in the grand scheme of things, so understand that people buy or not buying are part of the marketing game. So don't feel bad if everyone else isn't buying your OTO. If you get 2 to 4 from every 100 visitors to buy this, it means you're doing good. Any more and you're doing fantastic. We have achieved 2 important goals. One is that we have given the option to get the new subscribers to tell their friends and refer to your website through word of mouth. This creates a viral marketing effect when done correctly. Secondly, you can make money from your new visitors right away through the OTO instead of waiting days or even weeks to warm up the relationship and trust building. The one-time offer can also serve as a good way to cover your marketing costs up front if you're using paid traffic, and the rest will be your profit. It doesn't stop here though. Step 3, confirmation. Confirm the new visitor's subscription status. Opted in yet? Or double opt-in and still need to check their email for confirmation. Can also insert downsell here, little version of the OTO. Last but not least is step 3 of 3, the confirmation page. Whether the new visitor or subscriber passes up your one-time offer, he is going to arrive at the confirmation page. In this page, you inform your new visitor that he has already been subscribed to your mailing list if your autoresponder uses single opt-in, or he still has to check his email for a confirmation email if you're using double opt-in autoresponder. Aside from confirming the new visitor's subscription status, this page has high virtual real estate value, so you can insert a downsell, which is also known as the light version of your one-time offer or OTO. It's everything your OTO is, except that it is priced lower and some of the components have been removed to allow affordable purchase. Start making money and cultivating the relationship right from the start. It can be done right away by asking the subscriber to do things you want him to do in that instant. Ace List Building, Session Number 4, Repeat Sales with Email Automation. This is the final module of the Ace List Building method, making repeat sales with email automation. This is exactly what makes this course different from other list building systems out there. This is also the reason you will be making sales from the same products over and over again. Close more sales than normal, and in effect the lifespan of the products are prolonged. The problem most internet marketers face today is the reducing lifespan of their product. They are in a hurry to create a product, sell it for a quick buck, and then the trickle of traffic drops. So they start making another product to sell again, and the cycle continues. While they make good money, they have to continuously create new products to sell to make their monthly income. And as a result, the lifespan of each product they release is short and soon phase out. This will no longer be the case with the sequential email automation, because when you automate the delivery of the emails to your subscribers to be dispensed on a set interval, the subscriber receives an email from you via the autoresponder throughout his subscription until he cancels it. And the emails shall promote a few or various products through the sequential follow-up emails. And when this happens, the lifespan of your product increases. You can continuously sell it without any extra effort on your part. Everything is done on pure automation, and all you need to do is just get people to subscribe to your list. Period. Why preload emails? Brand building and pre-selling on pure automation. Focus on pre-selling the same product. Longer product lifespan. Work is one-off, but you can close more sales on autopilot. So why preload emails? When you load a series of follow-up emails into your autoresponder, you can build your brand on automation and pre-sell any product without writing another time-sensitive email. Practically, your consistent job is just getting visitors to your Squeeze Page website, and once they sign up to your list, everything else is taken care of from here on. This is the whole point, and this is what makes this part of the ACE list building method so special. You don't want to be sending out time-sensitive emails all the time, or do JVs every time out of necessity or even survival. Because while it's cool to be able to take part in joint ventures with other people, the problem is that you end up being married to your own business and you won't have time to move on with important things or take time off. You will not even be able to go away for a week if you have to send out time-sensitive emails or risk letting your list grow cold and die. A lot of autoresponders have this sequential follow-up feature, but a lot of marketers aren't really utilizing them to the max. So when you make use of the automated follow-up email feature in autoresponders like GetResponse or Aweber, you can also focus on pre-selling the same product over and over again, which also equals to having a longer product lifespan, and your sales closing rate becomes higher. Your work is only one-off, which is writing the emails, and then you can close more sales on autopilot. When a new subscriber joins your mailing list, he will receive certain emails on certain days based on an interval. Let's say he joins on day 1 and gets a welcome email. On day 2, he gets an email about product A, and then on day 3, he gets a reminder on product A, and on day 4, he gets a promotion email on product B, and so on. Autoresponder and email marketing service. GetResponse.com, the most recommended. Aweber.com. Now on choosing your autoresponder service to handle your list building, email marketing, and database management, GetResponse.com is highly recommended. You can also leverage on one of their useful marketing services called Get Subscribers, where you can also get them to build your list for you. More on that in session number 5. Another very popular autoresponder, which is always mentioned, is Aweber.com. I'm sure you have heard about it many times, not just through this course, but elsewhere, such as on marketing forums or even on other paid courses. However, you don't have to choose all of them, just pick one will do. It costs an average of $20 a month, or alternatively, you can go for their annual packages to save more money. Your autoresponder is the most important asset to your online business because with it, you can start collecting leads for your mailing lists, and you can also preload your emails in advance to be dispensed at certain intervals. This is so that it can free up your time from writing emails all the time, unless there is a time-sensitive promotion going on or when you take part in joint ventures. But in the long run, if you want to enjoy more time and financial freedom, it is all in selling durable products that last, not fads. Follow-up emails. Set to minimum 14 emails. Interval, 1 day. 55 characters per line, 200 to 400 words. Mask link for tracking purposes. Always pre-sell and forget about the content mantra. About follow-up emails. It's preferable to set a minimum of 14 emails and an interval of 1 day each in between. Why 14 and not 7 or less? Most people tend to start taking action only after the 7th email or after being reminded many times. And the more emails or reminders you send, the higher you can close your sales. This is the same with advertising. You notice that advertisements will start having an effect on people, or the masses in general, only when the messages are being repeated or being subtly pounded into the person's mind over and over again. That is the power of advertising, and we want to apply the same principle to your follow-up emails. If a person visits your sales letter page one day, he might forget about it later on because he might not be interested in it at that time. The price is too high, or he did not think it was important enough. But he might consider it to be more important one day, and then he might just become a potential prospect. The imperative word here is might. The problem now is that he would have, by then, completely forgotten about your website the moment he left, and so many other sites out there are screaming for his attention. So if you manage to get him to join your mailing list, you have another chance, or let's just say 14 tries, at making him a customer. There is a possibility that his life might change one day, and he suddenly needs a desperate solution to a problem, and you have it, as good as money in the pocket. Cha-ching! Do you know why follow-up emails are very important? Especially when you load them automatically into your autoresponder account to set an interval of a daily basis. This will save you a lot of time from writing time-sensitive emails and sending them out by broadcast. You just have to write it only once, set it, and forget about it. So every time and any time a new subscriber joins your mailing list, they will get the same emails at a fixed interval. So if a subscriber joins today and starts getting emails from day one, or if the subscriber joins the next day or the next week, he will still get the same 14 emails all starting at different times. This will help you close more sales and save you a lot of time in the process. You should also format your follow-up emails to be approximately 55 characters per line, and it should not contain more than 400 words. In fact, 200 to 400 words would suffice. Do not make your emails too long in length because most email browsers and applications like Gmail, Yahoo Mail, or even POP3 do not recognize email bodies that are beyond 55 to 65 characters per line. It is safer to keep it at 55 characters per line. A free program called NoteTab can be used to format your email body to 55 characters per line instantly. You can get it too at www.notetab.com. As for links to sales letters, mask the lines with tracking links so you can track and monitor the response. Power Link Generator software works best for this at www.powerlinkgenerator.com. This service gives accurate stats on how many raw and unique clicks the link gets, so you can see how responsive your subscribers are to certain offers, how many of them took action and followed through, and so on. Your original link will be masked, looks neater, tracks the click-throughs, and especially has been proven to increase CTR, click-through rates, compared to using jumbled up, ugly links like those generated by TinyURL. Not recommended. Now remember a rule of thumb about email marketing. You should always pre-sell. Do not try to attempt to sell. So what's the difference between pre-selling and selling? You can only write so many words in an email, and people don't like to put up with a hard sell. And thus, the objective of email marketing is to get the subscriber to take a certain, simple action. It's usually things like clicking through a link, which is the most common goal we want, taking part in a survey, submitting feedbacks, visit your blog, and so on. The job of the email is to pre-sell, send a subtle message, get the subscriber to open the email, pique his interest, and finally get him to follow through your link. Then let your sales letter do the rest of the selling job. There is one very common myth, the content mantra. Contrary to popular belief, the problem with sending out purely context emails versus promotional emails is that people usually don't value your information no matter how good it is. And people are usually in a hurry and do not have the time to read every word in your email. Americans, for example, typically wake up in the morning and do their chores, read the headlines in the papers, check their mail quickly, and then rush off to work. They don't have time to read lengthy emails. So if you send an email full of content with no links or no call to action whatsoever, people will either dispose of it as less important or just read through, but because there is no call to action, they do not do anything with the information. Worse, they're not going to do what you wanted them to do, buy your stuff. Most busy people are always looking for excuses to be busy and will not appreciate whatever good content you throw at them, no matter how highly you think of your own work. But when you start selling something, something strange happens. People start to value what you have to say because they see that there's a dollar value placed on your content or a price tag placed on it. They think it must be valuable and worth their time, so they stop giving excuses of being busy and they start finding reasons to buy. So forget the content mantra that a lot of amateur marketers are echoing on popular marketing forums. Most oftentimes, they're not real mailing list owners. You are building a list because you want to make money, period. Nothing wrong with that thinking, and if some of your subscribers are peeved with that, don't be afraid to see them go away. There's little time for fur stroking, and you're in business, not charity. So start using 10% content, 90% promotion tactics in your email marketing campaign. Many of the subscribers started taking action, the kind of action you want them to do, every time you send an email out. You eliminate the whiners, and I become wealthier in the process. This is also what a lot of big gun companies like Amazon.com do. They don't send out content emails. Instead, they just tell you what products they have on sale, and that's why they're making an obscene amount of money. This is why you should adopt the same mindset. Forget the content mantra. Instead, it's a pre-sell. Type of follow-up emails. Pre-sell the same product, various products that you own, but are closely related, third-party products and services, like affiliate program. There are basically 3 types of follow-up emails you can write to be set on autopilot with your autoresponder. The first is that you can pre-sell the same product over and over again. If a subscriber joins the mailing list, always supply a link back to your sales letter or offer you're promoting. First, welcome the new subscriber on day 1 and explain to them about your niche or topic, and if they want to know more, they can invest in your course right away. Day 2 email, you may include a case study, and if they want to know how they can achieve the same results for themselves, they will check out this course again. Day 3, Day 4, and so on. In fact, people like David D'Angelo of doubleyourdating.com do the same thing too. He uses testimonials and places them in his emails all the time. Every day, he sends only emails about real-life testimonials and real-life case studies, and that's just it. People are sold on the idea, and that's how he makes his millions, by teaching people how to date. Aside from that, you can also settle for writing various emails on pre-selling various products that you own. Bear in mind that they must be closely related to each other. So when a new visitor joins your mailing list, the subscriber will get 3 emails about product A and 3 emails on product B, all on different days, and another 3 on product C, and so on. So this is good if you're selling multiple products that are closely related and you sell them at different intervals. If you don't have your own products just yet, you can still endorse third-party products and services, and this is called affiliate marketing. This is good because you can promote more affiliate programs and make a commission cut very quickly while saving time on creating your own products. You can find a few good affiliate programs, test them out by PPC or time-sensitive broadcast, and when you discover that they are making quite good money over a long period of time, you can start setting them up in your follow-up emails at fixed intervals, and from that, you can really make money on autopilot here. What happens after a subscriber finish reading all the emails? Broadcast to inactive or finished subscribers time-sensitive offers. So what happens after a subscriber finishes receiving all your emails? Some of these subscribers may have already purchased the main product, or not. But what happens after they've finished receiving all those 14 emails, or even more than that? This does not mean that your profit ends here. You can still broadcast time-sensitive offers to finished subscribers, but you don't have to do it all the time. Instead, you can choose to do it once in a while, such as once a week, for example. A frequency of once a week is recommended, but generally, the more emails you send, the more money you can make. But broadcast time-sensitive offers only to subscribers who have finished seeing all of your preloaded emails, because this means that they will not receive more than one email on the same day, and you can still monetize from inactive or finished subscribers. ACE List Building, Session Number 5, Getting Traffic and Leads. When your ACE List Building system is up and running, the next thing you want to do, and you want to keep doing, is driving traffic to your squeeze page site. This will be the constant effort you need to put in, and eventually later on, this step can also achieve automation once you get the hang of it. Make sure that it converts subscribers and customers optimally before you start automating the traffic generation methods. When you start getting massive amounts of traffic coming into your site, you will need 2 to 4 weeks to tweak all areas of your squeeze page system, including the squeeze page itself, the one-time offer and downsell, and any of the 7 follow-up emails. After that, you can work on purely automating your traffic sources like PPC, banner ad advertising, and so on. Before getting traffic that leads to your website, you want to first test out your squeeze page system by opting in yourself and joining the mailing list just to make sure everything is working and the process is smooth flowing and you don't go into any 404 error page not found pages. That being said, when you have the ACE list building system up and running by covering all of the previous sessions, the only thing you have to do constantly from now on is to drive in traffic and tweaking your squeeze page and quarter quad steps so that they convert at their maximum or best conversions. There are different traffic generation methods that you can pull off almost immediately. You don't have to use all of them. As a matter of fact, you only have to stick to 1 or 2 traffic generation methods of your choice at the moment, and then you can start taking on more traffic generation sources when you start getting used to the first ones. This is the most challenging part for most people, just starting out online, especially for newbie internet marketers. Their number one concern is getting traffic and how they can get noticed online. We're going to answer all these questions through this session number 5 alone, how to get traffic and leads. Remember, the school of thought here is that you want to get all the targeted traffic to your website first and let your squeeze page convert your visitors into subscribers, and this can be the super targeted prospects that you can sell to eventually through your follow-up emails and your compressed steps. Starter traffic, pay-per-click. Sign up with Google AdWords, AdWords.com. Create 3 variation ad campaigns. Target relevant keywords with search volume of at least 15 daily. freekeywords.wordtracker.com. The first traffic generation method that you can pull off right away is a popular choice among marketers because you can get traffic almost right away once your ad is up on the world's leading search engine, Google. It cannot get any faster than this, and you can start getting traffic in the next 5 minutes using this method. It's called pay-per-click, or PPC. Instead of resorting to methods like search engine optimization, or SEO, which will take a long time and cannot guarantee that your website will appear on the first page of Google for the keywords that you have targeted, you can appear on search listings instantly by paying your way through, and you only have to pay for every click that Google generates for you. The clicks can range anywhere from 10 cents to even 50 cents in dollars per click for highly profitable keywords, which is costly for PPC users, but since you have your ACE list building system in place, you can easily cover your cost of advertising back through the OTO and follow-up emails to products or third-party affiliate products, and profit later. So sign up for a free account with Google AdWords at www.adwords.com, where signing up is free and you only pay when you start generating clicks from Google, where they have people searching for specific keywords that you are targeting, and these people are very likely to be your target market. So when they see your advertisement and they click on it, and Google charges you a certain amount depending on your budget. The next thing you want to do is you want to create 3 variations of your ad campaigns to put on Google search engine listings. The reason is because 3 different variations, especially different headlines but similar bodies, is because you want to test out which pay-per-click advertisement converts the best and generates the most click-throughs. After a few days, you want to pick out the winner and ditch the losers. Pick the winning advertisement, and that will be the campaign you will use from now on. Next, you will need to target relevant keywords with a search volume of at least 15 searches daily. This is the bare minimum, and depending on how hot the demand is in the niche you're in, you will want to target keywords where not only are the targeted prospects searching for them, you want to get as many impressions as possible to increase your chances of getting click-throughs. So, for example, if you're selling golf balls, you will want to start searching for keywords like golf, golf clubs, golf resorts, and so on, because the kind of people who will search for these keywords are typically golf players and not people from other sports or interests. Use this free keyword tracking tool called Free Keywords at freekeywords.wordtracker.com. Then you can start targeting keywords that are being searched in high volumes daily, and you can start searching for keywords like golf, golf balls, and all that to see how many searches the search engines are generating on a daily basis. That way you can find out each keywords are being searched very often and which are not, so you can spend your pay-per-click advertisements and let them be advertised for keywords that are being searched more often compared to those that are more obscure. List building tip, free split testing. In your Google AdWords account, go to Website Optimizer. Split test your squeeze page with the main one versus 2 other variations, different headlines. After 2 to 5 days, pick the winning squeeze page with highest conversion. You can split test offers with Google AdWords, and believe it or not, you can actually do it for free. In your Google AdWords account, there is this tab called Website Optimizer. Click on it, and you will be brought to a special page where you can set up your campaigns and start split testing your squeeze page. So use your squeeze page and create another 2 copies of it. The only difference is that they have different headlines. So what you are going to do is that you're going to split test your main squeeze page against 2 other variations which are similar in all ways with the exception of the headline. So after 2 to 5 days of driving traffic to your website, you should have substantial results by then, and you will find out that one squeeze page converts more than the other. Again, pick the winner and ditch the loser. Pick the winning squeeze page with the highest conversion rate. There is a school of thought that the squeeze page is considered to convert very well when it's converting 20% and above. which means for every 100 visitors going to your page, you can convert 20 of them to subscribe to your mailing list is a decent conversion. 30 to 40% would be considered good, and anything above 40% would be considered phenomenal. Starter traffic. Article marketing. Write 250 to 400 word articles. Insert your author bio and imply a benefit with the link to your squeeze page. Submit to top ezine directories like ezinearticles.com. Allow reprint rights to the article. Be a guest contributor on other people's blogs. Another traffic generation method you can employ right away and is free is called article marketing. In fact, a lot of authors and article marketers do this, and they're actually making quite a good income and generating healthy exposure just by writing articles to be submitted to directories. It's a no-brainer. In fact, as long as you can write in standard English, you will be good enough to write an article. Write an article in a range of 250 to 400 words and write about something practical or with useful information that a reader can benefit from, like tips, how-tos, or secrets to something. Next is to create a very simple author resource box, and you can start getting backlinks and traffic from there. Write 5 to 10 articles like this at a go, and once you're done with them, you can start submitting them to top ezine article directories like ezinearticles.com. However, take note of the fact that if you submit your articles to directories like this, take your time and do it slowly. This means that you should not send all 10 articles at a go. Instead, send one a day or one every few days. You do not want to be taken as a spammer or someone who is up to suspicious marketing activities. Another bonus for submitting your articles slowly is that you can allow more exposure and you can prolong your advertising power throughout time instead of submitting everything at a go. Also, when you submit to article directories like ezinearticles.com, the catch is that you must allow reprint rights to the article. This means that the readers who visit these websites will be allowed to reprint your article and republish them on their website, blog, newsletter, or even offline, provided that the content is not edited and is intact, the author bio box in particular. This is actually a good thing, because when you have several blogs or websites reprinting or republishing your article, you get a lot more backlinks and you can start generating incoming traffic, which will also increase your search engine optimization in a positive effect, and your website will start ranking higher for certain keywords that you have been targeting. Another bonus when it comes to article marketing is that you can also be a guest contributor on other people's blogs. So when you start making more appearances on other people's blogs and approach relevant blogs and websites and offer to be a guest contributor, provided that you can give good content and benefits to the members or readers of these sites, you can start getting more exposure as well. Imagine, with all the resource boxes that link back to your squeeze page, you only end up getting more targeted subscribers who already have a good initial impression of you, respect you, and will eventually love you because they really like your stuff and what you put up and start building on the loyalty even before they subscribe to your newsletter. The moment they are in, it is as good as having a very good potential customer. Another starter traffic method you can apply, besides article marketing and pay-per-click, is giving away free reports. Since you can write articles, you can also merge a few of them and convert them into special reports to be given away to ebook directories and membership sites in your niche. A report does not have to be a long ebook, and in fact, 8 to 20 pages are sufficient, although I have seen reports that contain as little as 3 to 4 pages. When you give away free reports, it builds a much more substantial credibility on your part, and people may have a higher perceived value of you as an expert or an authority figure in your field. When you include links back to your squeeze page and website, you will start driving more traffic in. Moreover, since they've already been pre-sold, they will already know who you are, and there are higher chances that they will start subscribing to your mailing list almost instantly without having to read word for word or even watch the video all the way. This is a very good marketing technique, and you can start distributing free reports to membership sites and ebook directories in your niche like Jogina.com and MaxEbooks.com and sites like that. In fact, if you go to Google.com and perform a search for ebook directories of membership site directories, you can start getting a list. You can approach membership site owners and offer to put your free report in and contribute it as content. Owners will tend to accept your offer because membership site owners, like myself, are always on the lookout for good content to contribute to our sites to be shared with the members. Another bonus of membership sites are that the members are much more active than those in typical ebook directories, where people just search through a library. There is a reason why people prefer to go to Anime fan clubs instead of public libraries. The comparison is similar. Web 2.0 tactic. Facebook. Sign up at facebook.com. Go to Ads and Pages in Home. Write your campaign ad. Target by network or demography. Set a daily budget and track conversions. Speaking of Web 2.0 marketing methods, this is really the latest wave of traffic generation, especially the likes of Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. I have seen dating and self-improvement gurus use these methods very effectively. We'll start with Facebook. If you've not gotten an account with Facebook just yet, just sign up for a free account at facebook.com. Then you can start building your list of friends right away by searching through your email contact list and start befriending people simply by adding friends, and when you add friends, the link back is mutual. When you have a Facebook account and a lot of friends, that itself is not going to help drive traffic to your squeeze page. You cannot just edit your profile, put a link out there, and expect people to know who you are. That is not enough, and it's only for starters anyway. The rule of money making is going to be the Ads and Pages section in the home page of your Facebook. You probably already know that you can see advertisements on the right-hand side of your Facebook interface, so depending on what network you belong to or what keywords are detected in your profile, different types of advertisements will appear on your Facebook account. For most of you who belong to networks like Australia or the United States of America, you will see advertisements that are geographically or demographically related to your network, like weight loss or how to minimize taxes in Delaware. Enter the Ads and Pages in your homepage and you can start writing your ad campaign. You're going to write an ad campaign to drive traffic to your squeeze page again, and this is the constant goal you should have for all traffic generation methods. Write your ad campaign and you can choose your target based on network or demography. This works like a pay-per-click for Google AdWords, except that you're leveraging a Facebook network, and this is good because Facebook is easily one of the top 10 websites in the world according to Alexa.com. It is easily one of the top websites in the world and has more than 100 million users to date. Of course, you're not going to target all of these 100 million users. Instead, you're going to target them by network or geographically. For example, if your squeeze page is about targeting people within a certain area, for example within your own town or state, you can set it to target only users who belong to the American network or people in certain states. But if you want to target by keywords, you can also pick that, and supposing you want to target internet marketers, for example, you can start adding in words like internet marketing, e-commerce, ClickBank, and any other words that you can think of that are related to your field. This is very important because you don't want just about anybody to click on your link, and you don't want this to appear to just about anyone, but you want to generate high click-throughs so that your squeeze page can convert at its best. You want to get targeted traffic, not people who are uninterested or trigger happy with their mouse and click on advertisements, because you will eventually bear the cost for every click that goes through your Facebook advertisement. Like pay-per-click, you can also set a daily budget and track the conversions. Have a daily budget of $100 for starters, or even $50 to see how it goes. And like pay-per-click, check your campaign advertisements every now and then for maximum conversion. This is a very good marketing tactic on Facebook. And because I've seen people building fan pages and very quickly obtain a few hundred fans, 5,000 fans, and so on, you can see that a lot of celebrities are using Facebook today to drive popularity, and fan pages have emerged for computer games, favorite TV shows like Lost and Prison Break, who are all doing the same thing. Small and medium businesses can also leverage on the same marketing power that is made available to everyone else. Web 2.0 tactic. Twitter. Get your free account at twitter.com. Follow people by exporting from your email address, Gmail, Hotmail, Yahoo. Go to tweetlater.com and automate your DM, and follow new people. Of course, we will also have to discuss Twitter, a very much talked about Web 2.0 microblogging concept. Twitter is like, in a way, a smaller version of your blog, but instead of posting full content, you write updates about yourself in 140 characters, like a text message, and post it publicly to your followers, who are the members following your account. Just imagine if you have followers in the numbers of hundreds or even thousands, like what some people have right now, and you are able to send a message instantly to everyone in 140 characters. You can get people to take action right away. It is like an instant mailing list of your own. So when you have your own mailing list, that is already a very good bonus because you can start making money from every email you send to them, just like the alternative. In return, you can also use this to build your existing mailing list. For starters, get a free account with Twitter at twitter.com if you don't have one just yet. Once you've registered, edit your profile and add your squeeze page URL as your default web page. Now you will want to start to enlist followers in return so you can follow first. To start following users, you first export the email addresses from your contacts list in your inbox. If you're using Gmail, Hotmail, or Yahoo Mail, you may start exporting right away. Not to worry, it is safe to use, your privacy is protected, and everything is secure. Once you've done that, you will have a few users to follow right away because you will have a few contacts in your address book who are currently using Twitter. However, this is not sufficient as you want to enlist followers as well. Of course, some of your contacts might be mutual followers as well, but at this point, you will still be following more users than you will have followers. The next thing on your agenda should be go to tweetlater.com and start automating some things. Sign up for a free account and integrate it with your existing Twitter username. One of the sections will have a segment called Direct Messaging. And there, you can start entering an automatic direct message, so every time someone follows you, your account will automatically send them a direct message saying, "Hi, thanks for following me. Check out my website at," insert your website URL over here, for example. So when someone follows you, you will automatically send this direct message without you having to lift a finger at all, and through this, people will start getting exposed to your website. Most people may not take notice or may even ignore your advertising message on first contact, and they may continue to do so for subsequent contacts. But by the third or fourth contact with the same advertisement, they will start getting curious, and by the fifth contact, they may click on it just to check it out, but still may not be interested. By the sixth or seventh time, they might show interest and start buying. So you can see this all together. We can start breaking down, and Twitter will help you do that very easily. Twitter is like building an alternate mailing list, besides having an existing and current mailing list with the autoresponder accounts like GetResponse or Aweber. So just imagine, you have immediate advertising power to immediately advertise to hundreds or even thousands of followers in less than 140 characters. AdSwap, making subscribers with subscribers. Works when you and another list owner have a similar list nature and similar size. Do cross promotions mutually. Source of AdSwap partners, warriorforum.com, Facebook group. So we have already talked about starter traffics, and you can start using them right away. Implement any of these methods, and you can pick one or two of them and start developing them to drive traffic to your website. See some results, and when you start having some subscribers, you can start making exponential subscriber counts from here on. And I call this the AdSwap. It works when you and another list owner have a similar mailing list nature and size. So what you're going to do is that you're going to approach other mailing list owners who are just like you and are in the same business but are almost related. You're going to offer to carry out a mutual cross promotion with him. When you find them, approach them and say something along the lines of, "Hey, my name is so-and-so, and I'm also in the same business as you are, and I have a similar mailing list size. I was wondering if we could do an ad swap together. All you have to do is send me a solo advertisement, and I will send it in my mailing list. I will also send you a solo advertisement, and you mail it to your mailing list. Fair enough? Okay, we've got ourselves a deal." Do this with as many people as you can, but within reason so that your subscribers will not get cornered by too many emails in a short period of time, or in a week for that matter. Using this method, you can start building your mailing list size. Just imagine if you approach 10 list owners to do an ad swap with you each time. You may be mailing advertisements to your mailing list for 10 other owners in the form of 10 emails to your subscribers, but in return, you have 10 other people mailing your advertisements to their mailing lists. Thus, you have 10 list owners talking about you simultaneously, and you can build your subscriber base from there by leveraging on other people's mailing lists. This is as good as it can get when you work with your competitors. Some of the best sources of getting ad swap partners is the warriorforum.com. Just go to that website and sign up for an account with them, introduce yourself, and get to know the members. After that, you can start leveraging on the joint ventures section. Another step you can take is to start searching for the keyword AdSwap on Facebook.com. I'm also in connection with a few active AdSwap groups in Facebook, which is a really reliable source as well, and I really recommend that you check them out. Giveaways, another step ahead. Contribute a quality, high-appealing gift, and visitors can download in exchange for opting into your list. You and other partners must agree to promote the giveaway event for the host. Giveaway events. This will help put you another step ahead in your list building efforts, and you can start executing this when you have a substantial amount of subscribers. Giveaway events are like the bigger versions of ad swaps, during which you and a few other partners are in the same event, where each of you contribute a gift. The only catch is that if your visitors want to get those gifts, they must subscribe to your mailing list. What you can do is to gather a few other partners to pool your gifts together on one listing on the same page, and all of you agree to drive traffic to that website. Assuming you are working with 9 other people, so there are 10 of you, 10 mailing list owners, including yourself, driving traffic and sending visitors to the same website by mailing it to all your mailing lists, and when all these visitors go to this website, they see a list of gifts. While some of them will be interested in the gifts, others might not. When you have the power of 10 mailing list owners driving traffic to the same website, imagine how many subscribers you can get from this small, time-sensitive event. So the first step is to join closed-door giveaway events and contribute a high-quality and highly appealing gift for the event that visitors can download in exchange of opting in to your mailing list. That is the only catch. You and other partners must agree to promote the same giveaway event for the host, and that is how the thing really works. It turns out beautiful when everyone works together on this. You will not only be helping other people build their mailing list, you will also be benefiting mutually and exponentially. One last word on giveaway events, though, is that you should never join giveaway events which are termed massive scale. At first impression, they may tell you that there are 800 to 1,000 partners joining, and the numbers may sound impressive. However, it's an exaggeration because those so-called 800 partners, most of them are usually not qualified internet marketers and do not have a real mailing list. Instead, they're just in the event so they can ride on your efforts. Just imagine if you are the only one promoting the event while others are not. So when you start sending your own subscribers to the event while everyone else is not doing it, everyone else will gain your subscribers and you will not gain any mutual return. So try to refrain from joining massive giveaway events. It may have worked in the past, but today it doesn't usually work, especially since not everyone is as competent. The methods we've discussed so far are all very powerful, and you can start getting a mailing list built up very quickly. And you can start covering and investing your one-time offers and downsells and put your tell a friend script in place, strategically speaking. You can build your list much more exponentially, and in due time, your mailing list will be a goldmine for you. However, there are 2 more other methods that can help you get quality leads. Contribute bonuses. Get quality leads. Create 1 or a few paid products. Approach other sellers and contribute your paid product as an unannounced bonus. Get the seller's list of customers. Ask the seller to put in his members area or thank you page. Next, we will talk about getting quality leads in return of contributing bonuses. This method is not often utilized, and this makes it all the more uncommon and rare, as it is not a saturated method. It is very easy, and all you have to do is create 1 or a few paid products which are generally selling for their market price, and the next thing you are going to do is approach other sellers and contribute your paid product as an unannounced bonus. The only catch here is that the seller's customers must opt into your mailing list to get the paid product. So get the seller's list of customers, and then you can ask the seller to place the unannounced bonus in his members area or the thank you page. If you know that there is a launch coming up and it is related to what you're doing, you can approach the seller and tell him something along the lines of, "Hey, I have a paid product that I think your members or new customers will benefit from." You can put it in your thank you page or your members area. If the person says yes, he will put your products in the appropriate pages and new customers can join your mailing list. In actual fact, you are building a better quality list this time because these people have already proven to be buyers. They may not be direct buyers, but they have been proven to have bought before and have money to spare. Co-reg leads. Get brokers to send leads to you for a small price per name, for example, 10 cents a name. GetSubscribers.com. Another method you can do is co-registration leads, or co-reg leads in short. Co-reg leads are like this. You get email brokers to send leads to you for a small price per name that can range from 10 cents a name and so on. Each time a broker sends you a subscriber, you pay a small amount. As such, if the person sends you 100 names at the cost of 10 cents each, you pay a total of $10. The prices may differ, but the good thing about this method is that when you get reliable email brokers, you can have them refer targeted traffic to you, and you can acquire targeted subscribers for a nominal fee. Again, you do not have to worry about overspending your money or going broke for that matter, because your 3 steps, one-time offer, downsell, and 7 follow-up emails will help you to recover your investment very easily, and most of the time you can expect it to be in the profit zone. Remember earlier? We were talking about GetResponse.com. This is where the bonus comes in. When you use a GetResponse autoresponder, they have a related service called GetSubscribers.com, and it is like a GetResponse broker. They help acquire subscribers for you. The packages are in bulks, and you can get names for bulks of 100, 500, 1,000, or even 2,000. It's not recommended to get the 2,000 package because the problem with the 2,000 subscriber package is that it's going to take a long time for them to start sending the leads to you. Instead, buy bulks of 200 subscribers so that you can build your list much faster. When you buy 10 bulks of 200 subscriber packages from GetSubscribers.com, this means that you can advertise 10 of your advertisements, and this increases your exposure. What GetResponse does is that they are trying to get subscribers from co-reg methods or opt-in pages in their networks, and that is how you can easily get targeted subscribers to join your mailing list. This is not to be confused with the 1 million emails for $29.97 kind of shady deal, because those are actually illegal, illegitimate, and unethical practices. Most importantly, none of those people have requested to be on your mailing list before. So it's better to stay away from those so-called 1 in a million for $29.97 type of email offers. Others. Instant do now methods. Signature file at forum or email. Paste opt-in form on blog. Name card. Your Web 2.0 profiles like Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace. We have already run through quite a number of traffic generation methods with you by now, and hopefully you've benefited a lot from this. It is quite easy to perform, and you can pull off most of these methods right away. Stick to 1 or 2 methods first, and then you can start increasing from then on. However, before we wrap this up, there are still a few more instant do now methods that you can start on right away, such as in the next 5 minutes. What you can do now is to start editing your signature file in your email, or if you're a member of forums, you can start editing it there right away. This will increase your exposure. Do not count on making a sale from things like these, but you can break the advertising barriers so that when people keep seeing it repetitively, you can build a stronger brand. In the future, whenever they see you or hear of something, they will start associating you with that thing right away. Another instant do now method to get new subscribers is that if you already own a blog or website, you can add an opt-in form. If you go to sites like johnchow.com, you will see that he has put in an opt-in form there, and there are a lot of sites like This Professional Bloggers that has an opt-in form. This is so that he can start getting subscribers from his visitors. If you're an offline person instead and use name cards like me, you can also place your website URL in your name card. Don't forget your Web 2.0 profiles like Facebook, Twitter, and MySpace, where you can insert your website URL and talk a little bit about your business. These are instant do-it-now methods, and you can start getting a little trickle of traffic from utilizing these methods, but most importantly, you can start getting a torrent of them with methods like pay-per-click, Web 2.0 tactics like Twitter and Facebook, giveaway events, reports and article marketing where you can count on a big torrent of traffic. To wrap this up, remember that you only need to use 1 or 2 methods at a time, and when you eventually get used to it, you can start increasing the number of methods. Not all the methods may work for you depending on the nature of the business you are in. Who knows? Perhaps Facebook is not an effective method for you. So ditch the methods that don't work and focus on the ones that do. Maybe you attempt using pay-per-click, Twitter, and Facebook, and let's just say Twitter does not work for you. You can just stick to pay-per-click and Facebook and ditch Twitter from your marketing arsenal. It is as simple as that, and there are no losses. So far, all the methods we've discussed are actually rather low cost. They will not cost you thousands of dollars, only a couple of hundred a month at the most, and even then, you can set your budget to be scalable. This concludes the traffic generation session, and when you start getting the hang of it, you can also automate the traffic generation methods when your system has proven to convert. Systems like pay-per-click, Facebook, and Twitter, for example, are all actually automated traffic generation methods. Ace List Building, Session Number 6. putting everything together. As we are about to draw a close in the ACE List Building course, we will finalize and conclude everything in this session. Now let's put everything you have just learned today together. The first thing we are going to go through right now is the checklist. Checklist. Domain name, Namecheap.com. Hosting, HostGator.com or Bluehost.com. Autoresponder, GetResponse.com. Accept online payments, PayPal, to checkout, or ClickBank. Make sure you have all of these purchased, downloaded, and in place. Firstly, your domain name, which you can get from Namecheap.com. Secondly, your hosting account to host your files. You can use services like HostGator.com or Bluehost.com for hosting your sites. Also, make sure your domain name server, DNS, points to your hosting account so that makes your site visible. Thirdly, you can sign up for an autoresponder account with GetResponse.com. Lastly, you should also make sure you have your different ways to accept payments online, such as via PayPal, to checkout, or ClickBank, which are some of the top online payment processors. Tools and programs. Create web pages, Dreamweaver, FrontPage, or Word. Graphics, Adobe Photoshop. Tell a friend script, virtualfriendgenerator.com. As for tools and programs which you can use in your computer, here are a few. Adobe Dreamweaver is great for creating web pages, although you can also use Microsoft FrontPage or Word to create HTML files. Fortunately, creating your own web pages does not have to be difficult, or fancy for that matter, because it's only a simple mini site consisting of one page with some text, images, and the video on your squeeze page. For graphics, on the other hand, you may use Adobe Photoshop. Lastly, the Tell a Friend script. This is a very important component because you should make your list building viral and not just based entirely on your own efforts. Otherwise, your leverage will only be 1-to-1. If you want to achieve a leverage of 1-to-3 or 1-to-5, utilize viralfriendgenerator.com. The ACE List Building Plan. Do the squeeze page. Finish the funnel, steps 1 through 3. Final step, 14 follow-up emails. Drive traffic and track your conversions. Now, to finally put everything you have just learned into actionable steps, we will summarize it all in 5 simple steps so that you can start taking action right away, using everything you have just learned. Step 1. Refer to the bonus that you received together with this ACE List Building course as a reference. It will give you a good idea of what the ACE List Building system looks like overall when you put it together. Step 2 involves constructing your own video squeeze page, and in Step 3, finish the quarter quad that I spoke about previously, steps 1 of 3, 2 of 3, and 3 of 3, and when you are done at this point, you can start driving in traffic and monetize already. However, to make it completely autopilot, this is a very important final quarter, also called Step 4, the 14 follow-up emails. It is important because we want to do everything just once, set it up, and forget about it. Last, Step 5. The only constant thing we want to do after this is to drive traffic and track conversions. This is the only full-time job you need to do, and even so, as you've learned by now, even traffic generation can be outsourced or automated for that matter, so you don't have to do it all the time. You can even choose to work on it once a day or a couple times a week, or in some cases, even only once a month when you get really good at it. In closing, ACE List Building System is a very, very powerful system for your online business. It may appear simple, but the profit potential is amazingly powerful for an easy system. Have utmost faith that this is something that almost anyone can pull off easily, even if you're an internet newbie. It may take you a while to grasp and absorb everything, but once you get the hang of it, you can produce as many of these ACE List Building systems as you want for any niche and duplicate it for incredible results. You can work on one ACE List Building system for maybe once every few days, and how many will you build in the end? Will you build 2 to 3 of these a month, or automate all the traffic and traffic conversions? Just imagine your profit potential can be sky high. Hopefully you have learned and benefited a lot from this private study course, and you have a lot of brilliant ideas and have jotted them down by now.